There's something about this stage. When I'm on this stage and when I'm on this mic, it's like miracles happen and take place on this stage. I am only a man, and despite this stage, this mic and these fans, I'm only a man. But something strange takes place when I'm right. Things seem different. The God inside of me comes forth. The imperfections become
What's good, y'all?
corrected, and there's a
Welcome to Heat from the
spiritual
Underground.
that increases my worth.
Hold up, we're
It's like a
just
new
about to
birth, a
share it so we
resurrection.
can get the ball
And here I
rolling.
am wondering where all these words come from. Where do all these metaphors, similes, and verbs come from? Like a light, and it shines on me so bright, lifting me beyond heights. And when I recite, the deaf begin to hear, the blind gain sight. Enough knowledge and wisdom and understanding that raises dead souls to life. It's unexplainable. And some of the things I've been able to achieve on this stage seemed unattainable. But God has given me an outlet to release these pieces, some of which are so painful, so much so that at times it's led me to tears. And at moments we've even shed tears. But it's funny, because other than this stage, I ain't shed tears in years. And with each tear, it's like I'm shedding the old me. And all I ask is that the Lord console me and please hold me, because I can't do this alone. When I'm weak, He sends me all of you to carry me, hoping to keep my spirit strong. I'm telling you, when I'm on the stage, it's like therapy, a spiritual healing. The only place where I feel comfortable enough to express all my true feelings. Cause see, y'all like my family. And on this stage, I feel closer to some of y'all than my own family. Y'all ain't trying to judge me. And y'all ain't never showed nothing but love to me. I just wish that I could see what y'all see when y'all looking at me. And I wish that I could be what y'all see me to be when y'all looking at me. And despite all my flaws, I'm not ashamed to say that I love Him. And all that He asks of me is that I show Him. On this stage is the only place where I can really and truly say that I know Him. It's the closest thing that I ever get to perfection. When I write, He takes over my pen, leading me in the direction He wants me to go to. Showing you and me exactly what He wants to show. And I didn't ask Him to choose me, nor did I ask Him to use me, but He speaks through me, and He teaches through me. It's hard to believe it. I just give it as I receive it. Exhale it as I breathe it. He gives it and I release it. On this stage is the only place where I can be free. And on this stage is the only place I can be me.
What's good? What's good?
What's up, my brother?
I'm good. You want to start with the feed, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna start us off tonight.
Okay.
This is entitled I'm a Poet with an Attitude. I'm a poet with an attitude. You ask me why am I so serious? And at times, why do I come off so rude? I keep my guards up at all times because people will do whatever you allow them to do. Don't come for me if I didn't send for you. Treat me the same way you want me to treat you. Have you ever noticed how some people change up and get on their high horse when their friends are in the room? You should be the same person around your friends that you was when it was
when
just
it was
me and
just
you.
me and you.
Choose your
Choose
words
your words
carefully
carefully
when you
when
address
you
me.
address me.
We are both
We are both
adults,
adults,
and I have
and I
feelings
have
too.
feelings too.
They don't get
They
no
don't get no
special
special
privileges over
privileges
me.
over me.
They might get
They might get
favoritism in your
favoritism in your
eyes.
eyes.
What am I,
What am
chopped
I,
liver
chopped liver
in your
in your
eyes?
eyes?
I'm somebody
I'm
special
somebody
too.
special too.
I've been
I've
around
been
many
around many
dignitaries,
dignitaries,
and I didn't
and
put
I
on
didn't put
airs
on
around
airs
them.
around them.
So why would
So
I
why would
start
I
faking it
start
now
faking it now
and put on
and
airs
put
to
on airs
impress
to
your
impress
friends or
your
you?
friends or you?
I'm going to
I'm
be
going
who
to
I
be who I
am.
am.
And if you
And
don't
if you
like it,
don't like it,
you and your
you and your
friends
friends
know where you
know
can
where you
go
can go
and what you can
and
do.
what you can do.
All my
All
life,
my life,
I've had
I've
people
had
turn their
people turn
nose
their
up at
nose
me
up at me
as if they are
as if they
saying
are
under their
saying under
breath,
their breath,
I'm better than
I'm
you.
better than you.
You should be
You should be
careful
careful
what you
what
say
you say
and do
and do
to
to
others.
others.
If you
If
don't
you
want
don't
the
want
same
the same
things
things
said and done
said
to
and
you,
done to you,
you treat
you
these
treat
certain
these
people
certain people
like a
like a
king and
king and
queen
queen
on a
on a
throne,
throne.
then turn
Then turn
around
around
and treat the
and
next
treat the
people
next
like
people
mud.
like mud.
Then you
Then
wonder
you wonder
why there is
why
so
there is
much
so much
envy,
envy,
jealousy,
jealousy,
animosity, and bad
animosity, and
blood.
bad blood.
I see
I
why
see
there is
why
so
there is
much
so much
chaos
chaos
and
and
confusion in
confusion
this
in
world.
this world.
It's like
It's like
everywhere you
everywhere
go,
you go,
people
people
pick
pick
and
and
choose
choose
their
their
favorite men,
favorite
women,
men, women,
boys, and
boys, and
girls.
girls.
Why can't you
Why
just
can't you
treat
just
all
treat
people
all people
equal?
equal?
I get the
I get the
feeling
feeling
you kiss
you
up to
kiss up
certain
to certain
people,
people,
and deep
and deep
down,
down,
you don't
you
consider
don't
all
consider all
people
people
your people.
your people.
I should
I
not
should
have to
not have
be
to
the
be the
scapegoat.
scapegoat.
I am
I
just as
am just
special
as
as
special as
everyone
everyone
else.
else.
I may
I
not
may
be
not be
everyone's cup of
everyone's cup
tea,
of tea,
but I should
but I
have the
should
right
have the right
to be
to be
myself.
myself.
What gives
What gives
anyone the right
anyone the right
to make me
to make
feel
me feel
uncomfortable
uncomfortable
and tell me to
and tell me
pretend to
to
be
pretend to be
someone else?
someone else?
Then the
Then the
very
very
people
people
I was
I
asked to
was
put
asked
on
to put
airs
on
for
airs for
just up and
just
left.
up and left.
I guess
I
some
guess some
situations in
situations
life
in life
have a way of
have a
working
way of
out
working out
themselves.
themselves.
Let this
Let
be a
this be a
lesson
lesson
to you.
to you.
Don't try
Don't
this with
try this with
nobody else.
nobody else.
The tables
The
can
tables
turn in
can
the blink
turn in
of
the
an
blink
eye.
of an eye.
The same
The
thing that
same
makes
thing
you
that makes you
laugh can make
laugh
you
can make
cry.
you cry.
Some
Some
people
people
take their
take
own
their own
insecurities and
insecurities and
inconveniences out on
inconveniences out on
others.
others.
I can
I
think and
can
choose
think
for
and choose for
myself.
myself.
I don't have
I
to
don't
follow
have to
your
follow
lead.
your lead.
We put on
We
our
put on
pants
our
the
pants the
same way.
same way.
If we are
If
cut,
we are
we
cut,
bleed.
we bleed.
We were
We
created
were created
equal.
equal.
You are no
You
better
are no
than
better
me.
than me.
We can agree
We
to
can agree to
disagree.
disagree.
So what if
So
we
what
see
if we see
situations
situations
differently?
differently?
You are not the
You are
boss
not
of
the
me.
boss of me.
I don't know
I
what
don't know
makes
what
you
makes you
think
think
you have
you have
superiority.
superiority.
Everyone is
Everyone is
complaining
complaining
about the cost
about
of
the cost
living.
of living.
Then you turn
Then you
around
turn
and play
around and play
favoritism.
favoritism.
Let's face
Let's
it,
face it.
your favorites
Your
have
favorites
flaws
have
too,
flaws too,
just like
just
me and
like
you.
me and you.
People find
People
time
find
for the
time for
people
the
they
people
want to
they want to
support
support
and the things
and the
that they
things
want
that
to
they
do.
want to do.
Some
Some
people have
people
no
have no
intention on
intention
rocking
on
with
rocking
you.
with you.
They just fixed their lips to lie to you. They had no intention on coming through. You ask them why. They will give you an excuse on top of an excuse. You just have to let these people be. I learned to stop sweating the people who don't support me and appreciate the people who do support me. Some people won't show up even when they are right around the corner across town, while others will show up for you for miles around. You can't let these situations make you frown. You have to stay motivated and keep putting it down. Wipe the tears from your eyes and fix your crown. Everyone is not going to see your vision. You didn't need their fake support anyway. They did not wish you well. They were hoping for your downfall, hoping to see you fail. Less fake friends and have supporters, less confusion. I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Did you think I was an amateur or a fly-by-night that did not know what I was doing? Your 5 minutes of fame been up. That's how careers get ruined. I'm still holding it down for my crown. The real will stay real. The structures with weak foundations will eventually fall down. I want to go down in history as a legend of poetry. I'm preserving my legacy. Every time I write and recite a piece, I'm a poet with an attitude. Everyone clapping is not clapping for me. Everyone in my circle is not on my square. Some people wouldn't harm a hair. If some people could cut off your oxygen, they would cut off your air. Some people are ruthless and reckless. They just don't care. They don't play by the rules. They don't play fair. All they bring is chaos and confusion. They break the peace and spread pollution because they're toxic. They don't ever bring energy that's good. They should have ran those double-crossing player haters out the hood. They are not loyal to anyone. They are only out for themselves. They are a plague on the community. They don't want to see anybody rise. You can't trust a word that comes out of their mouth. All they do is tell lies. They belong with the flies, doing anything for clout. As soon as you get on, they plot to take you out. Daily I dodge all kinds of obstacles placed in my way. I'm a poet with an attitude. I didn't come to play. In this cold-hearted game, I came to slay. There was a time when your word was your bond. Now you can't believe a word nobody say. And that's that piece. I'm a poet with an attitude.
Oh, okay. All right. I got one. It's about the Baltimore collapse, the Baltimore Bridge collapse. Something out of a movie about the Baltimore Bridge collapse. Like 9/11, it's hard to believe, but it was something out of a movie. Hope none of you got trapped in the rubble and were rescued without any trouble. This is why we all pay taxes, so things like this don't happen. Even you guys who made it out alive were probably traumatized. Need more to stay on top of this, so in the future it's something they don't miss. It would make even more sense having to be a thing to prevent. All of you who were affected, sending our thoughts and prayers, showing all that we care. And that's that piece. And yours
And
is
this
dope
is it.
too.
And this is entitled "Life After Losing You." I wish the rain falling could wash away my pain. Your life was well lived. Your memory is not in vain. Each day, when someone tests me, I remember how you taught me to maintain. Some people love making something out of nothing. Some people get pleasure out of pushing your buttons. I'm a gentle giant. Why is my kindness mistaken for weakness? For punishment, I've never been a glutton. I'm a peaceful soul. Dealing with some people is always something. I've seen the best and worst in people after losing you, mama. I see until the cows come home. Some people are going to keep up drama. At first, I was numb from the pain. It hurt me to the core, to my soul. I allowed people to say and do things that I shouldn't have let go. I was deep in mourning and deep in shock. It happened so suddenly. My world was rocked. I guess it's just as well I didn't take the law into my own hands. I wasn't meant to be at war. It wasn't in God's plan. When you left the world, I thought I knew. Seemed like a strange land. I just needed someone to hug me and hold my hand. When I lost you, I lost a part of me. I had to move on with my life. I still grieve, but I found peace. I know you would want me to carry on and make the best out of the cards I'm dealt. You sure would not want me spending my days and nights feeling sorry for myself. You would say, "Get up, son. Write your poems, enjoy yourself. You must continue on. I know it's not always easy. You would not want me spending the rest of my days feeling blue. Rest in peace, mama. I know life goes on, but it was a bitter pill losing you. Love you, mama."
Oh, okay, that's that was dope. Yeah, I got this one. See your success, inspired by Willie Dub C's Jones. You really can do your best, being able to see your success visible at what it should be, and not just another dream. Knowing your greatness will give you constant motivation. Being able to inspire others, as well as have, helping ourselves, really showing our drive can bring confidence to our lives. Seeing a clear picture is what's going to make things bigger. Having a sense of wisdom always make you optimistic, and that's that piece.
I want to say hello to everybody that's tuning in and everybody that's going to tune in. And I want to thank you for supporting me and Ink Dropper and supporting Mr. Willie Dub C's. We really appreciate you. And this is entitled "My Daddy's Shoes." I've been living my life, paying my dues. The ancestors stand with me. My feet may never feel my daddy's shoes. I find myself coasting through the ups and downs of reality. I know part of his legacy lives on in me. I could never be the man he was, although he instilled many of his values within me. Sometimes I wonder, did the apple fall far from the tree? He was a man of great knowledge. He made sure he provided for mom and me, even if it meant he had to take less. No matter how bad things got, he never gave up his faith in the Lord. It's not easy living in this world. There is always something or someone trying to catch you off guard. I just want to be a better man. I ask God to protect me and help me through the things I don't understand. I know He has a plan. I find myself letting my imagination run away with me, writing these musings in my diary. I can only hold myself accountable for my own actions. Other people's actions are out of my control. Daddy would polish those Stacey Adams, hold his head up high, walk tall and proud. His voice was loud. He could attract the crowd. He could wear a casual suit with sneakers. He looked like $1 million rocking his executive suit with boots. He never forgot where he came from or his roots. Many times I get overwhelmed. It's people out here that don't care what they say or do. Them be the main ones watching you. How would you feel about every choice I make? Certain mess you would not take. You didn't mind helping others. If it would make a difference, you would get a shirt off your back. I remember Daddy prayed for me to have the gift of speech. Next thing I knew, I was writing poems and raps. I could never fully feel my daddy's shoes. He loved doo-wops and classic rhythm and blues. I'm still holding on to many of the classics he introduced me to. Every time I play that music, I think of you. So many people get caught up in the mess and miss the message. So busy pointing fingers at each other that you miss out on your blessings. Daddy was aware of the strikes against him because of the color of his skin. He pushed himself to be the absolute maximum. He was a great man who always aspired to be greater. He was a math whiz. He didn't need a calculator. He had a special intuition to feel when something was not right. Although our world is filled with darkness, he was a light. I know God, Mom, and him are watching over me from heaven, cheering me through the good, protecting and shielding me from the bad. I was truly blessed to have such a great mom and dad. He lived his life well and paid his due. I'm yet to meet a man who can fill my daddy's shoe in peace.
All right. That was dope. And I did one for Easy the other day since it's 29 years since he passed from AIDS. Left us because of AIDS, but your legacy can never fade. NWA was one of hip hop's greatest roots, because y'all was the truth. Made a song that law enforcement wasn't at all for supporting. Spoke for those who felt the same way but weren't able to express the pain. Y'all are definitely legends that are in our hearts forever. Taken up by the government because, like the Black Panthers, they saw y'all as a threat. In peace.
And here's a poem I wrote about Easter. Yeah. Tell you what. I'm going to shift that one. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even sure which one of us is where the echo's coming from.
Oh, I don't mind the echo. I mean, it makes it more dynamic. I kind of like it.
Yeah, true.
You know what? I'm going to do this one. If you're cool with me, fool with me. I always try my best to see the best side of a person's personality. Obviously, I'm not always a good judge of a person's character. And many times, that comes back to bite me. I think back to the days I had many people around me. Some of them even went to school with me. I have to ask myself, are you really who you claim to be? If you were cool with me, you would fool with me the long way. You would not take no shortcuts. When I need some assistance, you would help. You would not use me as a crutch. You would pay your own way more instead of always going Dutch. If you really fool with me, you would tell me about all of the opportunities for my growth ahead of time so I can come up too. You would not pick and choose to hold on to the best ones for yourself, or tell me at the last minute when the chance to enter is already over. If you cool with me, you would fool with me. There would not be constant rivalry between us. You would never fix your lips to talk slick. We would settle our differences. All beef, we would squash it. We could have both been kings of the city, but you were too busy being petty and acting silly. That's why I gravitated away from you. I don't know whatever made you think I had time to play with you. I realized I was just wasting my time and energy. You were never going to give me the credit I was due. I kept perfecting my craft. I knew I had work to do. Obviously, if I was going to make it to the top, my success was not going to come through you. You expect people to always be your fool. You need to grow up. This is not high school. Where is the money at anyway? Forget clout and fame. Don't nobody have time to play your little kid games. Thought you was cool with me. Found out you didn't fool with me. I guess some partnerships are not meant to be. That's okay. I'm pretty sure that's your loss. It's very entertaining watching a has-been still think he's the boss. Every time I touch a mic, I go out. If you cool with me, fool with me. Show me that I really do matter. Like rats leaving a sinking ship, I watched as a lot of the people I thought was cool with me, that I thought fool with me, scatter. If you cool with me, fool with me. If you cool with me, fool with me. In peace.
Okay. All right, dope. I did one from called A Demon for Crystal Candelario, who left her 16-month-old home for 10 days while on vacation. Being a mom, you don't have the mean, you don't know the meaning because of the fact that you're just a demon. Left the whole nation in pain, leaving your baby alone for 10 days. During this time, she had to eat her own fecal matter to try. During this time, she tried to eat her own fecal matter to try and survive. We don't see how it was worth it to leave your daughter and others hurting. You're someone who cares about no one else unless it's got to do with yourself. Only thing you can see is you made so many people angry. Now, Jalen, although your life is cold, you'll forever be an angel. And that's that peace.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been seeing that story all over TikTok.
Hey, that was deep, man. That was really deep.
I honestly, and I still can't grasp it. Who leaves their kid home for 10 days, especially a toddler?
All right. I'm pulling up my next piece here. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It means a whole lot having you listen to us. It means a lot, and I want to thank y'all so much. This is entitled A Hood News Reporter. I'm a poet, like a hood news reporter, telling you about things I've been through, experienced, and seen. I wish reality could be different. Through the years, it's like we've been singing the same songs, people still doing the same thing. I feel like a broken record, saying the same things over and over again. Sometimes I don't know where to begin. When will these injustices end? When will we go back to being our own best friend and stop being our own worst enemy? You will find it hard to believe what my ghetto eyes have seen. Can't trust the man standing right next to you, and it's hard to trust the police. I know they have a hard job, and all of them are not bad. When lives are lost through unnecessary force and aggression, I think it's sad. Red rum is red rum. We just celebrated MLK's anniversary, and we are still waiting to overcome. Is the problem we don't matter to them, or is it we don't matter to us? The things I see going on with some people in this world will make a preacher cut. You tell me to try to control my emotions and watch my language. That's not easy when I look around and see my people dying, mothers crying, and the people that could make a difference constantly making up excuses, playing games and lying. Basically, it's the blind leading the blind. Why don't we just face it? A lot of people have lost their minds. Physical and mental health is wealth. We teach young people reading, writing, and arithmetic. We need to start teaching them to love themselves. We need to teach the people in our communities how to stand together in solidarity, in unity at all times, not just in times of war, in times of peace too. If we were on the same page and learned how to work together, imagine what we could do. Instead, we get stuck on our differences. Why you don't like me and why I don't like you, then we wonder why we are not elevating and making bigger moves. As if the odds against us aren't already enough. We are hell-bent on completing the task of holding one another back. How ass backwards is that? Even trains know how to stay on the track. I do believe we are kings and queens, but the world is not going to take us seriously if we behave like drama kings and queens. When we show up, our present must demonstrate greatness. We must always project our voices and speak up clear. Be brave at all times and never be a slave to fear. Seize every moment and make the most of every opportunity to shine. You are the keeper of your own castle, of how your greatness is defined. Only the strong survive in the hood. There are straws that can break a camel's back. A lot of people lost their minds and never came back from crack. Time is something you can never get back, so spend it wisely. You don't have to be the product of your environment. You don't have to live up to their expectations. You don't have to be another stereotype. You can be the exception to the rule. You can build a better mousetrap and let the world be the path to your door. Follow your dreams. Channel your inner greatness. Don't just fly high like an eagle. Soar. That's that piece.
All right. Well, always dope. Yeah, this is one called No Respect, another men's mental health poem inspired by Dub C. We really do try our best, but it seems we get no respect. Most of the time, feeling stuck with so much we keep bottled up on a roller coaster of emotions, causing us so much commotion. People think we overreact, making us feel attacked. Very few are actually there, wishing there was more that cared. For so many of us, it's a road that we end up traveling alone. And that's that piece. All right. Yeah, that was that piece for you.
All right, here we go. Can you make me feel like I'm celebrated and not just tolerated? I should be where I'm celebrated, not just tolerated. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time. I was created not to just exist. I'm greatness. Sometimes I feel like I'm fattening frogs just for snakes. People keep testing my patience, hoping I eventually break. I wonder if this so-called love around me is real or is it just fake? I thought we had something special. Sometimes I wonder, is the bow about to break? You never can know someone as well as you think. Some bonds are made to be broken. I'm thinking, we was on the same page, I was hoping. It's so many interferences and distractions coming into play. I used to feel like we were on the same team. Nowadays, I don't know what to say. Once we were golden, now I feel like we have a lot of people getting in our way. How can we heal and come to a solution if we can't even communicate? These walls are too damn thin. We are set up in this situation not to win. We are like a broken record, and here we go again. I used to feel special, like I was appreciated. I once felt like the life of the party, the one that could light up any room and bring any gathering to life. Now I'm second guessing myself, wondering, was it all based on a lie? I'm trying my best to work it out, but I can't do all the work on my own. I'd hate to think that our time is come and gone. How can I fix it if you won't tell me what is broken? I keep hoping it's not over, but the chills I'm feeling are getting colder and colder. I remember when I used to be the best part of your day. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm in the way. Can we get back to the way we once was, where I felt like I was being celebrated and not just tolerated? I know our love is not faded. We stood together through indifference, and a lot of people hate me. We've been through all kinds of tests, and we still stood strong and didn't let them shake our strong foundation. I'm hoping we can get back to the time when I first met you and when you first met me. Let's fall back in love again and get back the good thing we once had when you was in love with me. In peace.
Oh, okay, that was dope. This one's called Walk Away, inspired by my friend Ricky Benjamin. At points where it seems like things are starting to escalate, gotta be able to walk away. Even when it feels like you're hurting, gotta be the bigger person. You really begin to succeed when you don't give them your energy. Doing your absolute best will help you gain self-respect. Showing people there is no excuse to be abusive in any way because you didn't need to deal with their pain. Those who try to leave you hurting really aren't even worth it. And that's that piece.
We are on fire tonight, I must say.
Yeah.
We are on fire.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see here. Where do I go now? Let's do this one. I come in peace. Some of y'all still with the same stuff that you was with years ago. Don't come for me if I didn't send for you. Don't come for me if you don't want no smoke. I come in peace, but I'm a beast if I get provoked. You still out here playing little kid games, thinking life is a joke. Some people are going to have to learn the hard way how to mind your business and watch what you say. Didn't your mama ever tell you to let sleeping dogs lie? Now you trying to explain to your coworkers how you fell in the shower when they know that it's a black eye. You want your voice to be heard. Give the people a reason to listen. Don't nobody want to hear about your conspiracy theories and misadventures. I want to see you level up in this game in advance. You're going to get there or you're not going to get there doing the same song and dance. Get out of your comfort zone. Take a chance. After a while, you become the same cliche that you say you can't stand. You'll get blown out of the water out here if you don't have a plan. You'll be yesterday's news. A new king or queen of the hill will capture the interest of your fans. Leave you sitting in the corner reminiscing on when you used to be the man. It's real out here in the field. Caps get peeled, blood gets spilled. Many artists die before they make a dime off of a record deal. So many unsung heroes of poetry and hip hop left the world and never got the proper credit they was due. What makes you think the same thing can't happen to me or you? I'm saying you better be serious about your art. You better write from the depths of your soul and from the heart. You better pen verses so cold that those verses make thugs cry. You should be able to see the reaction when you touch people with your message in the building. There should not be a dry eye. It's beautiful when a poet does not mind being vulnerable. Dealing with the uncomfortable and unpleasant brings healing and growth. You speak for yourself in your situation and speak for others that have been in similar situations that you don't even know. You never know who you are healing with your words and who you are speaking to in your poetry. So every time you spit, give it your all. Spit your pieces at the top of your lungs. I spit in the vein that one day we will all overcome. One day all the people will be free. That one day there will be no more suffering and pain. One day our voices will really count. On that day it will rain. Maybe I'm just dreaming, hoping for a new normal, hoping to experience a new day and a new reality. I know I'm not the only one, but I know it's going to take more than me. I've been told in order to get change, we must become the change that we want to see. I'm just one man out of millions. I hope one day nations stand with me. Until then, I'll write about what I'd like to see in my lifetime, in my poetry, in peace.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right. Dub, did you want to did you want to read anything before we end it? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. All right. True inspiration. Birthday poem for my friend Dex Elliott. Never could be any greater of being a true inspiration. Like Dr. King and Malcolm, you're carrying on your dream and doing it by any means necessary. Someone who shows exactly what it means to have a revolutionary legacy. Definitely successful at giving us a positive message, really showing us as long as we're on this earth, we have purpose and it always will be worth it. Gave us all the courage so we're never discouraged. And that's that piece. All right. Yeah, thank y'all for everybody for tuning in. And we'll see y'all next show.
That's what's up.
Man.
Here we go again. Streets today, man, they ain't got no loyalty. You don't get no love on these streets. That shit is real out here in the shine. It's going down. Crabs in the barrel. Grew up in the hood. Inglewood 7 train. The streets gave me a lot to talk about, so I got a lot to say. The struggle is real. Emotions called you to feel the way you feel about things. Who's right, who's wrong? Shit, we all got a sad soul we can say. I know I got mine. That doesn't change things. You saw my sacrifice. You saw my gift. That it was nice. Yeah, I earned that. Got the streets calling my name. Good fame. Got much love and respect. I remember when a motherfucker would break his neck just to be posted on the block next to me. Well, now y'all acting like y'all shit. You dropped so many flies. But I'm wondering what these niggas expect from me. When you feeding the block and a nigga's belly full, it's easy to catch that ice. They want to know all your business, but it's best to keep your contacts and your resources quiet. Hold that down. Most won't reciprocate.